Kenneth was there to try to make a living. So for them to...
So that's another issue. The media, now that's clear, said he was handing out flyers with flags on them. He was there neutrally just selling some flags.
It's like a guy selling hot dogs at the baseball game.
That's like the guy that got killed at the G20 selling newspapers, and the cops got caught covering up. They beat his brains in.
It's like the guy selling hot dogs. He might not even care if the Yankees or the Red Sox win. He just wants to sell his hot dogs, and that's where Kenneth was. And I think Kenneth could elaborate more on his mindset and what he saw.
Let's bring Kenneth up, who is a black American. Mm-hmm. And, man, these big guys, I mean, I'm a good-sized guy. These were, like, huge guys just are wailing and slamming him in the ground.
Yeah,
Thank God.
They were pretty big. They were pretty big guys. And actually...
And screaming the N-word at you. Tell folks what happened.
Yeah, well, like I stated before, I was there just setting up, getting ready to hand out my flags and my buttons and stuff like that. So one guy from the union, I was talking to a pastor's wife, and one guy from the union, he stepped up and said, "Who in the F is giving out this stuff here?" And I said, "Sir, this is my merchandise, and would you like a flag?" I even offered him a flag. He said, "Well, what kind of N are you to be giving out this effing stuff?"
Stay there, sir. We got a break. I want to come right back to you. Brutally, racially assaulted, and the media spun it, and now they're getting sued, and they're going to jail. The good old folks at New Silver Solution. And the website is supernaturalsilver.com. Supernaturalsilver.com. This is something that kills bacteria, viruses, you name it, well documented. They've got it down to a super small, nano-sized particle. Supernaturalsilver.com. Check them out at Infowars.com. Supernaturalsilver.com.
Clearly, that was taken as a signal to come out and shut us up through violence. And Ken Gladney had to pay the price for the White House's irresponsible, violent language.
Blood on my blade. The bastards hung me in the spring of 25.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Obama wrote on letterhead from the U.S. Senate to his cousin Odinga, the Muslim leader who was attacking black Christians, the majority, black on black, to create violence. This is public mainstream news, and to create riots to force the government to share power with him. I didn't believe a lot of the stuff I heard about Obama. I even got attacked for saying, oh, he's not that bad during the election until I started seeing him flip-flop. Now I'm telling you, I'm scared of him. These people mean business, kind of a Maoist type deal, more than Hitlerian in their management style. And to see them shutting down our YouTube videos and laughing, to see them attacking people, to see them lying, the entire American people are being enslaved by the globalists and the offshore banks. Instead, the Democratic Party has got everybody fighting with each other. And this is a very dangerous situation they're playing, to tell their thugs to go out, and we got video of them beating women up. I mean, they just come over to women and go, bam. Now, we've got David B. Brown, his lawyer. This happened in a town right outside St. Louis with a congressman's meeting. It's been all over the national news. We broke it here first Friday. But here is Kenneth Gladney. Sir, you got interrupted, and then we're going to go chronicle some of what's coming out, how they hired these provocateurs, a form of false flag, to go start fights, to then discredit the events. Some senators and House members are canceling events like it's terrorism. It's so dangerous. The American people are shouting at them that, you know, when it's getting violent, when they're the ones that are violent. But, again, start over. So you're out there selling flags, and you say, would you like one, sir? And continue.
And when I offered the gentleman a flag, he began to say, well, actually, he asked me that, what kind of N are you to be giving away this type of stuff here? And he snatched my button board. And by him snatching my button board, I snatched it back from him. And when I snatched it back from him, he raised his own hand up and hit me in the face. He raised his fist up and just hit me. And when he hit me, he knocked my glasses off. And by me trying to catch my glasses, two other gentlemen came in and hit me also in my face. I went to the floor. I went to the ground, put it like that. And then someone else came up and they started kicking me in my head, my back, my legs, everything.
By the way, this is all on video. Big, giant slobs stomping on a little guy. Tell folks how big you are.
Yeah, I'm 5'7" and I weigh 149 pounds.
Now I have a question. Why did this white slob, I mean, talk about a racist. He just thinks he's getting some money from Obama.
Yeah.
And now I saw black people standing around with him. Did they like watching a black guy get stomped on by big, giant white slobs screaming N-word? I mean, it seemed like they didn't mind this.
Well, in our honesty, let me tell you, the first guys that hit me were black.
Well, I see white guys falling on top of you.
Yeah. There was one white guy that actually hit me that was with the black guys. He was on top of me, and then the other white guy, he was pulling them off of me because he saw those guys beating me.
Yeah, well, one white guy's so big that's all I can really see is this giant guy falling on top of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so after that, I got up. I was disorientated and everything, and they started coming at me again, and that's when the police cordoning off everything, all the exits and stuff, and they came out. They just started arresting folks, and it was a madhouse. But I just wanted to say to everyone that's listening that I'm not of any other parties or anything like that. I'm not for the right. I'm not for the left. I'm just individual, independent. I'm not a cartoon character.
Well, in major polls, and there's different ones that they show different numbers, but it's all basic. In some polls, over 70% of Americans say they're now independent, but they'll still go pick a lesser of two evils in an election. Yeah. But most Americans, Congress has an 11% approval rating. That's Republican and Democrat. But I've got to say, the Republicans aren't getting up and saying these are staged rallies by the Democrats when they get booed off the stage. Yeah. The Democrats are lying. I had an argument with a family friend I've known for over a decade today, and he was telling me I was a liar. And I'm getting emails telling me that I'm working for big healthcare companies or I'm working for oil companies because I'm an American that has a right to be against big government. But regardless, where is this going now?
Alex, supposedly I'm paid off by GOP operatives. We've seen reports on the internet from these hacks that say that Kenneth is paid off. He's a GOP activist. He's a teabagger. None of these things could be further from the truth. And I'm not Joe the plumber, to tell you the truth. I'm Kenneth the Patriot. And you can repeat that as many times as you like.
Kenneth the Patriot. Well, this is just insane. We've got the video of them attacking the woman, and I'm sure you're seeing this, Mr. Brown, Kenneth's lawyer, because you're in the middle of this too. Are you getting hundreds of stories and videos emailed to you to the point of I'm here on the weekend with a skeleton crew of 3 people? I can't even watch all this, much less cover it. It looks like they've been given orders to go out and just beat the daylights out of everybody.
Well, Alex, we're in the middle of collecting a lot of information. This is all a big whirlwind. So we're actually having our website up on Tuesday morning. It's www.kenneth, KENNETH, Gladney, GLADNEY.com. That's www.kennethgladney.com. We welcome people who were at the event, who have anything that they care to share with us as far as eyewitness reports. If they have any video, anything that may assist us in our case, we welcome from these individuals. That's at KennethGladney.com. And that'll be up Tuesday morning. So don't try to get on there now. Get on there Tuesday morning, and we'll be able to correspond.
Yeah, and I've had Kurt Nimmo, Paul Watson, Steve Watson, Aaron Dykes writing articles chronicling this, and I was up here at 2:30 last night when I left, and we were having arguments about, who's going to post all this. A bunch of it's up on the sites. This is crazy. You were telling me, Mr. Brown, again, the attorney for the person that was racially attacked for daring to have American flags, American Patriot flags, because you can't have that out on a street corner in America anymore. you were saying that you've got a lot of evidence, and I've got some of the same mainstream news articles where the White House and the unions are ordering this. I want to be clear. Unions are just gangs of workers that have been good in the past to counter gangs of corrupt robber barons and police, 100 years ago, 60 years ago. But the big Chicago mob model of using unions to beat people up, that appears to be used now nationwide. Can you chronicle some of your research for us on that front?
Well, as I began telling you a little bit about it, but according to SEIU, they refer to their colorful, the people with the colorful T-shirts, the purple shirts, as they said that we're going to unleash the purple people. And you talk about brown shirts. Well, purple's the new brown, Alex. It's the purple people. And organized labor's engagement in these mining clashes is just the latest sign of the ferocity of the fight over the direction of this healthcare overhaul.